fresh chopped herbs. Ready? Hey y'all, Amy here and welcome back to the farm. Today we are in the kitchen and I'm going to be whipping up a batch of sourdough discard crackers. So easy and so many options, okay? So many flavor options when you do this. So what I have here is I have my jar of sourdough starter. Now typically I put this in a bigger jar, but right now my bigger jar is being cleaned. Every once in a while I'll take out a smaller amount of discard. At this point I did a 1/4 cup of discard, and then I'll feed it in a smaller jar to kind of just gives it kind of a fresh start, like a boost. And then I'll wash my other jar, which is in there being washed. And then when I'm ready to refeed this after this, I will put it back in that jar. But just a little side note there. So the first thing you're gonna do for this particular recipe is we're going to do a cup of sourdough starter. Well, it can be 2/3 cup to a cup. It doesn't really, y'all, I don't do anything super strict when it comes to sourdough. As you know, it's kind of just a throw it together situation. So what do we got here? This time we're gonna do the 2/3. This is a 1/3 cup measure that I have here. And so I filled it twice. And because I have my small jar, not a big jar, and I didn't fill it with like I usually do, I have about that much left in the bottom, which is about a 1/4 cup of starter. And I'm gonna feed this. What I do, real quick, I'll go over my sourdough routine, or my sourdough feeding routine. What I do is I put about 1/2 cup of starter to 1/2 cup warm water to 1 cup of a organic unbleached flour, all-purpose flour. That's how I do it. And that's my mix for my starter. And that's what I feed it every day. When I do my jar cleaning, I do 1/4 cup starter, 1/4 cup warm water, 1/2 cup organic all-purpose flour, unbleached. And then I do that in a smaller jar. And then when I feed it again the next time, it'll be enough, and I'll just leave a 1/2 cup and go back to my 1/2 cup, whole cup. Very simple, no measuring like weights and stuff. That's just how I do it. Okay, back to the crackers. We have 2/3 cup of starter in this bowl. And I'm gonna set this right here, and I'm gonna feed that later. Stay, don't fall. Okay, next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Y'all see what I'm doing? Not really. 2 tablespoons. Y'all, I'm at my dining room table, and it's always hard to figure out how to show you what I'm doing and show myself at the same time. Okay. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Now, you do some salt. I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And the next part is your preference. You can use dried herbs or fresh herbs, and you can use whatever you want. So if you're gonna be using dried herbs, you want 2 teaspoons of whatever dried herbs flavor you wanna use. Or for me, I've got about a 1/4 cup to, well, it's almost 1/2 cup of fresh chopped herbs that I just went like 5 minutes ago and got out of the garden. What I have in here is parsley and garlic chives. If you don't have garlic chives and you want the garlic flavor, obviously throw in some garlic powder. But these garlic chives and this parsley is gonna give me that garlic flavor also. So we're gonna toss those in there. And then I have 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna throw that in there too. And then we're gonna mix it up. Okay, once you've got it all mixed up good, you're gonna get a cookie sheet with parchment paper. I have a pizza pan here, so it's gonna be round, but that's what I grabbed, so that's what I have. Okay, we're going to put this on here, like so. Okay, and then we're just going to spread it as thin as we can. So one of the things that I do is when I make this for me and my husband, I will put peppers. I either do dried peppers. You can do, you know, finely chopped fresh peppers if you want to. It's gonna be crunchy, but ideally you wanna do dried peppers. So one of my favorite things to do is every year I dehydrate jalapeno peppers, and then I put them in a spice grinder and I grind them into a powder, and then I use that on everything. And I'm out because jalapenos haven't quite come in enough for me to put a batch in the dehydrator. And there we go. And so, of course, I used it up from last year because it's my favorite thing. So adding the jalapenos to this is my favorite kind, is when I add peppers. And my husband likes the cayenne pepper or anything spicy, but typically it's being made for the kids to enjoy, and so we keep it mild. And that is what you want. Nice, thin layer. And we're going to put this in a 325-degree Fahrenheit oven. Let's see, for 20 to 30 minutes. I've got my little, I keep my recipes, let me see. Hold on, I can do it this way. That way, let me show you. There's that, and you can screenshot that or take a picture of that, and you'll have the recipe right there. There you go. So it's my little, if you haven't noticed, y'all, do you see this design, the pattern? You see like my bowls, my stuff. I like pretty stuff. I like colorful and flowers and pretty. That's just who I am. Okay, we're gonna put this in a 325-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes till it's looking brown and crispy. Once these completely cool, we're gonna break it up into pieces, as big or as small pieces as you want. Then we're gonna put them in a Ziploc bag. Now, mine usually are gone within a day, but if they're gonna be lasting more than a day, you really wanna use them up within 2 to 3 days because they're fresh, they have no, no preservatives or anything, and they'll go bad. They will go bad quickly. I already redid that like 3 times and I messed up what I said, so I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Okay, as soon as they cool, we're gonna crack some. I'll show you what they're like and we'll try them and then we'll bag them. It is now cooled. There we go, just like that. Ready? Ta-da! Woo! Now, the lighter parts, some of them may not snap. Some of the lighter parts may like tear just a little. That one tore just a little. That's fine. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. What I do is break them into pieces about like this. And then I put them in a bag. Levi, you wanna come try one? Come tell me what you think, baby. Stand right there, Shugs. Okay. Ready? There you go. What are your thoughts on this particular flavor? Thumbs up, thumbs down, good, bad, maybe? 2 thumbs way up, cool. One of our favorite things to do is put sour cream on them. A nice herb cracker with sour cream is fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna bag them real quick. Woo. Okay, and because it's on parchment paper, it's an easy cleanup, like so. I see you, Lacey. Okay, what are you doing, child? Okay, there it is. Homemade crackers, guilt-free, healthy for you for the most part. You know, snack for kids, boom, in just a few minutes. All right, so thanks for hanging out with me today, y'all, and until next time, keep on the sunny side.